Hi, Serene.
Hi.
Hey. So we'll just wait for a few minutes so that the people just join in.
Okay, sure.
I think you'll have to put your phone on mute because I can hear me twice.
Oh boy. Just do that. For some reason, it's not. I'm still not on mute. Yeah.
No, but that's okay. I think it's good now. All right. So shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So hi, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. Today I am going live, continuing the series from last time. We're going to be talking about small businesses and what digital marketing can do for small businesses. Today I have with me Serene. Serene and I will together be talking about, what small businesses can do in terms of digital marketing. And we would be focusing on two aspects, which is one of them is market research, the other being local marketing. Right. So I think I shall go first with what market research is, because that would make a lot of more sense so that you have more understanding when it comes to local marketing and when we talk about local marketing. All right. So we all know what market research is. It is basically trying to understand who our customer is, what they want, how they want to spend, how they want to do things, etc. Right. But what we don't, acknowledge, or what is not a very pleasant fact is that when it comes to digital marketing, a lot of people or a lot of businesses are very reluctant to spend money online for conducting proper research. So what I'm going to do here today is I'll give you a few small tips, or rather tools, which will enable you to do your market research without spending, I wouldn't say a lot of money, but without spending any money at all. All the investment that is required would be your time and your dedication. So, taking that forward, now if you ask me why market research, one, I told you it always helps to understand who you are talking to. Because when you know the audience, when you know who the audience is, when you know who your buyer is, it is easier for you to talk in their language. It is easier for you to talk in a way that it resonates with them. It helps them understand what you are all about. So it helps to speak to the audience better. The next thing being, you can actually identify your niches better, because you're not wasting a lot of money with your product. You're not wasting a lot of effort in marketing. You are actually trying and understanding who your audience is, because of which you will be able to realize, what my niche is, where I should focus, and where I should not focus. Because ultimately, it is all about doing the smart thing and reducing, all your unnecessary expenses, right? Now, two more benefits for market research. One being new ideas. Once you understand your customer better, once you understand your prospective customer better, you will know what their need is. What exactly is it that you can do to be a better fit to that consumer? So that way, it will give you new ideas on either expanding your product line, or making your product better, or making your service better, so that it kind of attracts the right audience. Now, moving on, it also helps you in better positioning. Like when you know the shopping habits of your intended customer, you know whether they will be or not be able to afford the kind of pricing that you are fixing. So that way, it helps you position your product smartly, and you end up not wasting a lot of time, money, and effort in market research. Now, I'll take you through a couple of free tools which you can use to do market research. The first being Quora. I hope you guys have heard about Quora. It's a question and answer platform wherein users come and ask their questions, and then there are people who come and answer those questions. If you actually sit through and go through those threads, you can pick topics of your interest, and once you read through those questions and answers, you will be able to know, what is the kind of question that your audience is asking, or what is the kind of questions that your end customer has in mind. So when you start answering those questions, people are able to relate to your product better. You have a better chance of selling to them. And also, it helps you refine your product so that it resonates with the target market. Now, the next one is Reddit. Reddit is also very much like Quora, but it's not a question and answer platform. It's more of a thread-like a thing. But one of the best things that I found about Reddit is because of the anonymity that it offers, people are willing to come and talk. They're not afraid of their identity being revealed. So they come and talk. They're more open when it comes to their opinions, and they're willing to share sensitive information. Ultimately, as a marketer, you should be able to understand how you can use that as a leverage point in getting your product or getting a service across to that particular audience. Now, the third one is surveys. Now, surveys used to be a very expensive affair earlier, but now with the technology and with whatever is happening now, you have anything ranging from your Google Forms to your SurveyMonkey. Anything can be used for conducting a survey. Even for that matter, social media apps like Telegram also offers polls where if you have an audience there, if you have a group there, you just shout out a poll, send out a poll. You get an instant opinion from people. And that is one of the best ways. In fact, we had run a survey recently among women business entrepreneurs. It threw a lot of light into what our audience was thinking, what they wanted from us. We were just trying to understand. Yeah, I see Sari nodding her head.
Totally get it.
Yeah. Another point being competitors. So what we think of competition may not always be competition, because think of this. When somebody else has taken all the effort and they are doing a product which is exactly like what you're doing, and they're following a particular pattern of marketing, it is because they have found results from it. They have invested their time in it, they have invested their thoughts into it. And if you see somebody getting success out of it, why not replicate it? Doing a competitor study is not optional anymore, I guess, right? It is a must thing. We must do, yeah. We must be insightful enough to learn what we have to learn, whoever it is from, whether it's your competitor or from even your child at your home. And the last, yeah, the last point from my side is to ask your audience. It can be anything from a personal interview. Get in touch with the customer. Maybe it can be your previous customers, it can be your competitors' customers, if that is ethical in your business, only then. Get in touch with them, talk to them, understand what their needs are, and figure out the gap that exists already, which you think you can fill in. That will give you an insight like nothing else, because you're actually talking to the person who may end up buying your product. So when you talk to those people, when you understand what they want, you not only understand how they speak, but you also get a very, very deep insight into what exactly it is that they are looking for from you. Right. So those are a couple of tips. I'll just mention those platforms again. The last one that I said was to ask your audience, then check out your competitors, then run surveys, and two social media platforms, Reddit and Quora, right? So this is why you should be doing market research. Now, Serene will take over. She will take you through local marketing. It is most important in times like now to have a local marketing done. And Serene here comes with a very rich experience of over 14 plus years of doing digital marketing. She's a strategist. She has worked with multiple brands across India and globally as well. So over to you, Serene. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Hey, thanks, Bhavya. So yeah, it's amazing. In fact, actually, about this whole market research. That's the entire platform where you build all your marketing strategies from. So go ahead, do your surveys. Get in touch with your prospects there on using Quora and other platforms, and you're all set to go. So once you have that set of data and information, rather, let's not call it not a data, probably we call it information, then how to take this forward from there and who to target. So probably with all those aspects of marketing, we'll take local marketing today and then discuss about it and what you can do about it. So why local marketing? Because the term local rings a bell with all of us. like from searching a restaurant near you, or the first thing that I do is restaurant near me. So if I want to do Chinese today, it's like Chinese restaurant near me. So you can look at all those, how the search pattern is actually changed over the period. And now, thanks to all the voice search that is happening, everyone is like conveniently doing it on mobile, on the go. So since the search pattern is changing, that's why there is a lot of focus on the local marketing aspects. So I'm assuming you have a business, right? You have a business, you have it's your own, or if you're doing it for someone else, so you have all the details ready. So what do you do about it? You need to make this available for people who are searching for you there. So today, if you are not there online, then that's your biggest loss, because your competitors might be already doing a lot of activities online and things like that. So do three action items today, right? These are things which are not very technical. They are like absolutely something that any non-technical person, anyone can do it. And also, it's not any paid promotion, and you don't have to pay anyone for to do this. So let me get to the three steps you can do for local marketing. One is definitely Google Maps, because Google Maps is your go-to location for anything and everything today. So if you have, first keep all your details ready, like what your business is about, who they cater to, contact numbers, get your location correct and all that. Go, and there is a Google My Business interface. Get there, register, get your business live on Google Maps, and there are a lot of features there. So you can update information, you can update product videos, lot. You give the clients the information they're looking out for. And so that is one tool you can use. You can use Google Maps to get your details out there. The second is definitely directories. So if you look at our search pattern, for instance, if I'm looking out for a property to buy, or a 3 BHK apartment to buy, or a villa to buy, my first tendency is to go on to Google and search. And if you look at how the search results come out in Kerala, if you're based out of Kerala, it is always the OLX and I think Quicker, Bhavya. So some of these kind of populate the results for you. But if you look at, if you're based out of Chennai or somewhere else, it's always a Suleka and India Property and things like that. So the search pattern and results vary from location to location, but look at the best directories that are available in your area. If you're in Cochin, you can look at a lot of OLX. There's also Magic Bricks and a lot of other things. So I'm saying, look at directories, look at local directories. There are Cochin-based directories. There will be Chennai-based directories and things like that. Go list your business there. Give all the details, give all the information, so that it's easier when people search, you appear on the results. So that's your second action item for today, because these are things you can do right away. I mean, you really don't need any other infrastructure to go ahead and do that. And the third thing is social media. It's the amount of reach that social media has is phenomenal. I mean, you can't just ignore some people. Some of the clients come back and are, is it like really important for my business to be there? You never know, like yeah, so we worked with I think even from construction industry to manufacturing industry, things that you never know. And it's the best platform for branding, if you say so. Social media is definitely your go-to place, to get your brand out there, get your product out there. And the good thing is, you can target people in using the social media platforms, various social media platforms. And also LinkedIn is a good opportunity for you to professionally network with people and things like that. So these are things that are very effective, and these three, like I said, Google Maps, local directories, local listings, and social media are three entities that you can just go straight away and get it done without much of technical know-how and things like that. And yes, it's not paid. It's that's the first thing that
It's
the
neither
reason
paid nor is it an option anymore, right?
yeah, absolutely. Because you have small businesses coming to us and asking, we don't have much of marketing budgets. Where do we start from? So I think this is where you can start from. And not only small businesses. I mean, it's nothing about small or big these days. It's like about branding, making yourself visible out there, and utilizing the opportunity. I mean, there's huge potential online. So get yourselves out there, and yeah, if you have any queries, you can like DM any or both of us. I mean, we've been in the space doing this, so yeah, we know a few tricks here and there. So
No, what I would like to add one more point to what you said. You know, you were talking about how it can, you can attract the right kind of business or the connections.
yes,
It is also important in terms of recruitment because I've seen that the kids of today, if you want to attract smart people, if you want to attract the right kind of people to your team, you have to be present because they are going to do some research about you, whether you like it or not.
very true, very true. Like you have people asking about what is the latest like employee friendly thing you did there, or
Yeah, yeah.
the new project you've done. Lot of
Yeah, I mean,
information
the
goes
kids of
into
today, they want to know how cool their workspace is going to be. So definitely they are going to check out your photos, what have you posted,
it.
all of those things.
Yeah, so make that information available upfront. That's like, your the first impression. I know we always have heard this jargon about the first impression and all that, but that's a fact today. I mean, and nothing like using that space to actually put a product or service videos there, because the reach is phenomenal these days with videos and stuff like that. So get your local marketing done right, and I think that's your platform is set and you can build from there. Yeah, then there are a lot of
Yeah.
people to help you around with that. So yeah, that's a good
And
way
a
to
lot of
start.
this information is already on Google. It's not like you have to run to somebody for everything. That's the best part about it.
But what I find is, that one point contact, or that makes a lot of difference for
Yes, yes, it
entrepreneurs, like
does.
to reach out to, because one, you get overwhelmed with the information that is there. So
Correct, correct.
like how we consult and we give them, like if you come to us at 1 hour where we guide you, and it's spot on. So it's like fix their problem and get that rolling for them. Otherwise, where
Yeah.
they kind of get stagnated there. If they when they're overwhelmed, they kind of get stagnated. But yes, there is a lot of information and good explainer videos as well. So yeah,
So
take
we
those
have
videos.
somebody asking whether local marketing is important for their B2B business.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
I know, but I wanted you to take the question.
Yeah, so even if it's a B2B, B2C, the kind of presence that you have and the kind of information you have there, for all you know, you might have a potential customer coming from that segment. Because, for example, if we have, like, there is one manufacturer that is there. The good thing is, if you have an office located in the location that you want to target, right, you can actually go ahead and do these things that we have mentioned, and get some traction out of there. So your visibility is definitely going to improve, and brand value, yes, it's so yeah, definitely B2B market, you can definitely try these
Yeah,
local
and one of the
marketing.
questions, yeah, so what I we were mentioning about the survey that we did, right? One of
Yeah,
the major concerns that I found in the responses was that people are very reluctant because they don't have enough budget. But what they don't realize is that these are things that they can do for free. You know, anybody can create a map listing, anybody can put up some photos, and
correct.
I mean, I hope that people who are on this video at least would take the plunge, because a lot of them are business owners. So if they don't have a digital presence, let them go and create. And a Google Map listing is anyway very valuable. I don't think you can put a price to it.
Yeah, very true. And it's your first validation whether the business exists in that location and who I can contact. That's the next question that comes to your mind. If you find the
Yeah,
business, who can I contact there? So make these details very clear, and it's gonna rock for you. So yeah, go ahead.
right. So
Yeah.
we have one question from Pritesh Srivastava. Is it necessary to have a domain name for digital branding for local businesses?
Do you want to take the question, Bhavya?
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering, because it's local businesses, I would let you take the question.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, the first three steps we've done is for somebody who doesn't have a website or hasn't, gone into the next phase. The next phase is definitely a website, because the amount of work you can do, the amount of digital marketing work you can do, and create the value for your business from that domain is really high. Like with SEO, there's something called SEO, search engine optimization, which is again a non-paid factor where you can do it on your own or get somebody to do it for you. Then it's, yeah. But for those things to happen, you definitely need a website to get it going started. So after you've done this, you can definitely create your website and then have that information again on these platforms. So definitely a website. Yeah.
I like the way that you put the answer, because you didn't say that no, a domain is not necessary. You did not say that yes, it is necessary, but you rather explained it in a step. How that helps is, like, how I see, there is nothing stopping a new entrepreneur or a new business person from starting off on a digital platform just because he does not have a domain or a website yet.
Yes.
So
Very true.
yeah, I
Very
think
true.
that's a great path to take it. If there are any more questions, I mean, you can put it in the chat box now, or if you would like to reach out to us, Serene is available. Her handle is Serene Toten. I'll just put it in the chat for you. Serene, do you want to add anything more?
I'm cool with whatever is gone so far. I mean, it's a step-by-step process. So I think we'll keep this going. I mean, this looks interesting to
Yes.
start off with. Yeah.
I would love to have you often. Every week, probably we can take up some topics, because I have a lot of questions that have come from those surveys that we have been floating.
Yes.
And so whoever is on the call, I've just pinned Serene's handle on the chat. You can go and follow her. You will find that she has a lot of experience in SEO, in digital marketing, in strategizing. Plus, she also does a lot of cooking. So she has a very interesting handle there. All right. So thank you so much for joining in, Serene. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bhavya. All right.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys, everybody who's here. Thank you. Bye.